Hello and welcome to Sport Updates on Breakfast Central. I am Udoka Njoku. The head of Egyptian Football Association's planning committee, Amir Hussein, has ruled out a possible replay between Zamalek and the Arab contractors. The pair were up against each other in the Egyptian Premier League's second-round clash, with the game ending in a controversial 1-1 draw. Yusuf Obama's second-half strike gave Zamalek the lead before it was cancelled out by a late goal from Ahmed Allah in stoppage time. The White Knights were denied a penalty in the second half by the referee as former player Ahmed Hossam Mido criticized the officials and questioned their integrity after the game. After attempting to get a replay, the EFA ruled out such a possibility while also explaining their decision. From Egypt, let's go straight to Ghana and talk about the Ghana Football Association. They have announced the match dates for the 2023-2024 Women's FA Cup competition. This year's edition will kickstart in December with a round of 64 matches. The round of 32 games will be played in January 2024, with the next round also scheduled for March 2024. Quarterfinal matches that will be played in April before the semi-finals, which will be played in May 2024. The final match of this year's Women's FA Cup will be played between the 31st of May to the 3rd of June 2024. From Ghana, let's head straight to Europe and talk about the Champions League as Manchester United's poor season continued as they fell to a 3-2 defeat at home to Galatasaray in the UEFA Champions League, leaving the Red Devils bottom of Group A and in all kinds of disarray. A mistake from United's goalkeeper Andre Onana forced Brazilian midfielder Casemiro to concede a penalty, which saw him sent off after receiving a second yellow card. Now Bayern Munich are top of the group with 6 points from 2 games after a 2-1 win at FC Copenhagen, who are third with 1 point. Now let's look at the other results coming from the Champions League. We told you in Group A, it was Manchester United losing to Galatasaray 3-2, while Bayern are top of the table after a 2-1 win over Copenhagen. In Group B, Arsenal's second game ended in a loss to Lens. So that game ended 2-1 in favor of the home team, while PSG Eindhoven and Sevilla played at a 2-2 draw. And in Group C, it was Union Berlin losing at home to Braga 3-2. And Napoli, of course, they lost to Real Madrid by 3-2. In Group D, Salzburg lost to Real Sociedad 2-0, and Inter defeated Benfica by a 0-0. Let's look at the fixtures of games to go down today. In Group E, Atletico Madrid will take on Feyenoord and Celtic will take on Lazio. In Group F, Borussia Dortmund will be home to AC Milan, and Newcastle United will have it tough on their hands as they take on French giants Paris Saint-Germain. In Group G, Red Star Belgrade will take on Young Boys as Leipzig will take on Manchester City. And in Group H, it will be Royal Antwerp taking on Shakhtar Donetsk, while Porto will be at home as they welcome Spanish giants Barcelona. In the English Premier League, one game went down yesterday and it was Luton Town losing to Burnley. Burnley ending their losing streak in that one, of course, beating Luton by 2-1. And still staying in England, Crystal Palace midfielder Eberechi Eze is facing 6 weeks out after sustaining a hamstring injury in the win against Manchester United. Eze was substituted just before the halftime, a full-time whistle at Old Trafford on Saturday. Now, Palace are also missing winger Michael Olise for an extended period after he injured his hamstring again. Eze played every minute of the new Premier League season before he was taken off at the weekend. Palace will go on to face Nottingham Forest on Saturday, followed by games against Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur at the end of October after the international break. And in the world of tennis, let's talk about top seed Carlos Alcaraz. He was knocked out of the China Open in straight sets by Jannik Sinner, who will face Daniil Medvedev in the final. Sinner got a 7-6, 7-4, 6-1 win against Spain's 2-time major winner on Tuesday. And the 22-year-old Italian said his performance was at the very top of those he had produced in big matches. Now, Medvedev, who defeated Alexander Zverev in the other semi-final, has won all 6 of his previous matches against Sinner. The Italian will rise to a career high of 4th in the world rankings after the tournament. And that's a wrap on Sport Updates on Breakfast Central. I am Udoka Njoku. Good morning, Olive. I hope you get to console Osarogie and I. Osarogie having it worse this morning. That's why I didn't bother to say good morning to Osarogie.
My thoughts and my prayers with the both of you. I'll buy both of you breakfast.
You will?
Just not today.
Yeah.
I haven't said when, but I'll buy the both of you breakfast.
We deserve it, and...
No, Osarogie, you don't deserve breakfast, though.
I don't deserve breakfast.
He's hurting.
No, I'm not hurting. I told you I don't care anymore. Manchester United can really do what.
Did you watch the match though?
Sadly, I did. Unfortunately.
You always just make mouth about never watching Manchester United match. But you are in a toxic relationship. You keep going back and watching.
To be very honest with you, I do not care about how the team performs. I am more concerned for the goalkeeper and Onana.
Listen. 927,000 goals in just 5 games.
Every time Manchester United plays a match, Onana is always the first to trend on Twitter.
It is bad.
Yes.
Yeah, and he even, I blame him yesterday for yesterday's loss, to be honest. Casemiro's red card was definitely on him. And then the goal that he, what's his name now?
Icardi.
The goal that Icardi eventually scored. Horrible goalkeeping. I would have done better. I mean, I was watching the game and I was asking, what's going on, because I would have done better. But I hope that they are all sacked.
Wow.
Every single person, including the ball boys, trainers,
the coach has to go.
Well, thankfully, the officials or the managers or the owners of the club, they will not defer. Is that the word? To Osarogie. Anyway, you get the picture. They will not really listen to you completely. We wish them all the best. There's always time for second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th chances.
We're not going to make it out of the group. That's pretty obvious. Udoka, thanks very much for stopping by.
So brace yourself and prepare your heart.
See you again.
So you not come here and start crying unnecessarily.
I already have accepted it.
Good.
All right.